Hey guys, this is Mr. H. This is question number 70. It's another word problem. It's another system of equations. It's basically the same as the ones that we've seen earlier in this review packet. If you kind of looked at some of the system of equations, you will see that they're basically the same format. What I'm going to do, I just thought about this, is since we really haven't had a chance to go over a lot of system of equations, word problems, I'm going to put a playlist and I'm going to link to it at the end of each one of the videos. So if you want to go and see how more of the word problems work, you can just go watch them and they're all going to be in one place. Easy for you to just go through and look at like 2 or 3 of them. I think if you look at like 2 or 3 questions, you'll see that the patterns are pretty similar. And basically all you're going to be doing is graphing and finding intersections. All right, so let's go through this one. All right, so it says at an amusement park, the cost of an adult admission ticket is A, and for a child, the cost is C. For a group of 6 that included 2 children, the cost was $325.94. For a group of 5 that included 3 children, the cost was $256.95. It says all the ticket prices include tax. Don't worry about that. They always include that, but it's just kind of confusing. It just means that the prices already have the tax included. And then it says write a system of equation. And it says in terms of A and C, which is the adult ticket price and the children's ticket price, to model this situation. Use your system to determine the exact cost of each ticket algebraically. We're not going to do it algebraically. We're going to do it graphically. And then it says determine the cost for a group of 4 that includes 3 children. So very first thing, let's write this down. Adult ticket. This is the adult ticket. And this is a children's ticket. Okay, so it says for a group of 6 that includes 2 children. So this is what you should be doing. You should say there are 2 children, and that means that the others, there's 4 adults, and there's going to be equal to $325.94. And then it said we had a group of 5 that included 3 children, so that's going to be 3C, and that means there were 2 adults. And the cost of that was $256.95. Now, this would be 2 points if you were able to come up with those 2 equations. Now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what the cost of an adult ticket and the children's ticket is. So let's go get the calculator. Now, one more thing, we can't graph an A and a C. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this an X and we're going to make this a Y. We're going to make this a Y and we're going to make this an X. And then we're going to graph it and find where they intersect. So let's go do that. Let's get the calculator. Right here. So if we press tab, all right, it's already in relation mode, which is what we need. So we're going to go 4x plus 2y equals 325.94. Now, when you press enter, it doesn't show up on the screen, but that doesn't mean it's not there. You should do menu 51. So menu 51, and there is the y-intercept. It's way up here. Okay, now, so let's move this over. Well, I'm trying to. Let's move this over a little bit. Now let's enter the second equation. It's going to be 2x for 2 adults plus 3y equals 256.95. Press enter. And again, we don't see the other equation, so let's do menu 51 again. And we're going to down arrow. Okay, so basically, I don't see both of the lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom out. Menu 44. And I'm going to put the center here. I'm going to keep backing out until I get close to it. All right, there it is. I got both of them. I can press escape now. Now, here are my 2 equations. Now all I have to do is find the intersection. So I'm going to go menu 64. We're going to go here, going to pull it here, and those are the two prices. So the X value is the adult tickets, the Y value is the children's tickets. So we can write on here that the adult tickets cost, what's that? It's the X coordinate, $57.99, and the children's ticket costs $46.99. So if we go back to the iPad, I want you guys to see what I wrote. I wrote the two prices here. Now, so we got 2 points for the equation. We got we're going to get 1 point for this because we didn't determine this algebraically. We did it graphically, but we got it. Now, the last part, it says determine the cost for a group of 4 that includes 3 children. So we're going to have 1 adult plus 3 children, and we're trying to figure out the price. So all we have to do is, let's go to the calculator. Bop, bop, bop. So we go here. And let's get rid of this. Menu 14, menu 15. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 times 57.99. Whoops, that wasn't good. 1 times 57.99 plus 3 times the children's price, which was $46.99. So that's going to be $198. So we got $198.96. Okay, so let's go back to the iPad. And so I said there, it says for a group of 4, and that group includes 3 children. So that's 1 adult, 3 children. And if you add up the prices, 3 times this, plus 1 times this, you get $198.96. So if you're able to come up with this cost, that's 2 more points. So again, just doing it graphically, if you do all of the pieces that you can do, you can get 5 out of 6 points. And I'll take that every day of the week. All right, guys. That's how you do it. They give you the variables. Now, this one you just have to be careful because it says it's a group of 6 that includes 2. So that means there's 4 adults and 2 children. Some students were going 6 adults plus 2 children. That would be a group of 8. You just have to read the equations and make sure you're careful. Usually they give you 6 A and 2 children, but they're saying it's a total of 6 people. And out of those 6, 2 of them were children. This one was a group of 5, and that included 3 children. So you've got to be careful when you come up with your equations for this. All right, I'm going to post this